So the types of feelings and emotions that manifested in me with my depression were basically hating myself, doubting myself, thinking that I was incapable of doing anything good or great, thinking that people wouldn't like me, thinking that I was an outcast at school because people didn't like me, but in reality it was because I didn't like myself. I didn't know I was depressed because depression was natural to me. I had been depressed since a child. That was just the way it was. I didn't know that the way I was thinking was unhealthy or toxic. I thought that's what reality was. I really thought that life was bad.
I discovered on social media that every time I went on there's a lot of pressure to be this perfect filtered image, and that's not life, and that's not what I want my expectations to be.
The hardest part about, in hindsight, dealing with my daughter's depression, suicidal thoughts, self-harm, was not having the answers and not being able to help her.
Identifying mental health issues in children and adolescents can be extremely difficult to recognize and to diagnose. Often early warning signs are missed until it's too late.
So for me, what it feels like to have an anxiety attack, I start crawling out of my skin, I start getting really nervous, I start fearing things that I have no reason to fear over. I can't get my thoughts together, my heart starts racing, I start sweating, and it's honestly one of the most disgusting feelings that I could ever feel.
So the kids I see here at David Lawrence Center often are suffering from depression, anxiety, thoughts of wanting to take their lives. The pressure that they get from family, friends, school, have them thinking all kinds of thoughts that sometimes impact their ability to, to be happy.
If you are dealing with depression, I would like to tell you not to believe into the lies that depression tells you, as far as you're not worth it, you don't deserve to be alive, you'll never amount to anything, you're not important, you're all alone.
Many times, individuals with depression may have suicidal thoughts. They feel helpless and hopeless. We are here to be the hope bearer for you, to help you get into treatment because you can feel better. We're here for you.
Many of you know someone directly impacted by mental illness, perhaps the loss of a loved one or someone who is silently struggling every day for a more positive life. I know from personal experience, it is possible to recover from mental illness.
So this is where David Lawrence Center wants to step in. We want to lean into our children. We want to lean into families, providing them the care and the support that they need to find health and wellness.
I feel like I've received a lot of support from the David Lawrence Center. I loved how I could come here for any of my appointments, whether it was my therapist or my psychiatrist. It was all on one campus, and it wasn't like I was driving all across town to go to these different doctors, and it just felt like, for that reason, I felt very supported anytime I came on campus because I knew there were people advocating for me.
Yeah, I love the staff here. They're all amazing, they're super helpful and understanding and realistic. And that's something that's hard to find in other places. The help I received from David Lawrence has helped me to realize that there are more things to come from life than just being sad and depressed all the time. And there are ways to get over it, and you're not stuck. I used to think depression was something that I couldn't get over and I couldn't deal with, but I want people to know that it is an option and you can get over it and you can get help.
Having David Lawrence Center support Chloe and myself is everything to us. Had it not been for David Lawrence Center and the CAP program, I'm not sure that Chloe would be here with us today. It was so amazing to get to that turning point when she finally started talking about her future again and started smiling again. And now she's trying to figure out where she's going to go to college and what she's going to do with her life. And I know whatever it is, it's going to be amazing.
So if I was given the opportunity today to give advice to someone, I would tell them not to be ashamed, find somebody to lean on through these tough situations, because I personally learned that I wasn't able to do this by myself. It can be a rocky journey, but I know as long as you keep staying on the right path that you'll eventually find freedom from it.
And I have you.